So work continues on our front porch, Tommy, as we finish off that roof.
Right. Now remember, we set those curved rafters in place. Then we had to sheathe over the rafters, and to do that, we needed a bendable plywood, and that plywood that bends is actually called wacky wood.
Right.
To make up the thickness that we needed, we had to put 2 layers down.
Right.
Next thing that was done is the roof was covered with this membrane right here. This is a self-sealing membrane, but it has to be a high temperature because that copper will get so hot. We don't want the membrane to melt. Over that, there's a rosin paper laid down.
Yes, Tony, we put down the rosin paper. It acts as a slip sheet, so when they change the temperatures, the copper will be able to move more freely.
Right. Now this is Bob Green, our roofer, and he's installing all the copper for us.
All right. Beautiful looking copper. You've got a number of these panels down already. What was your process to get us to this point, Bob?
What our process was, Kevin, we took the measurement from the drip edge to the wall,
Right.
and we got the measurement, and then we formed the panels on site so that we could just lock in one seam completely.
I just saw this guy go in, and how are you locking them together and keeping them down onto the roof?
We do, Kevin, we take these concealed clips, the copper clips that we nail onto the roof with 2 copper nails,
Yeah.
and it's a concealed clip, because then when we put the next panel on, you will not see it.
If you look right here, you can actually see how he's bent the panels. This little piece comes up, goes over, down, over, up, and just in.
Right.
The reason for that is once he puts the clip on, he then drops this one on top, like that.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Okay.
Now what he'll do is he'll fold that under and then fold it again.
I mean, you don't usually think of copper as being waterproof, but when you make that seal, there's no water getting in this at all.
No, there's not, Kevin. There's a double lock panel, so you have two joints overlapping each other.
Yeah.
It makes it a nice tight seam.
So are you ready to lock these two together?
Yes, we are.
Can we see that process?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the first stage pliers. This is going to lock the first seam underneath. So now we've got the first seam locked. We're going to go on to the secondary seam. So these are our secondary pliers. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our electric roller. The electric roller is going to lock both seams at the same time.
A little easier.
Right? That's a time saver. Look at that beautiful thing. That's tremendous.
And you have a nice watertight joint, just like that.
Look at that. And so that's not going to come apart. You could even pull that apart without a lot of work.
Right. So do you have much soldering to do afterwards?
Tommy, the only piece of soldering that we're going to have to do is we're going to solder every standing rib where it hits a hip, and then where it comes up to the vertical wall.
Okay.
And then after just to dress it up and we'll cover over the solder, what we do is we put on a counter flashing.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, there it is right there. That's finished.
So what
it
we
up.
end up with is, I mean, we've got a beautiful looking roof with these gorgeous curves, but also now we've got something that is perfectly watertight.
And it'll last a long time.
Bob, thank you. Nice job.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.